Ours is a peaceful and peace-loving country. That's the way we like it. That's the way we want it, for ourselves and for the world. So why this? What are we getting ready for? Is there any need for this? What's it all about? Young people today are doing a lot of thinking about such questions and talking about them. And why not? They're important questions, big questions. So let's look for answers. First of all, we do a lot of talking about something called the American way of life. What is it? What's your way of life? What do you care about? Your home? Is that important? Your family? Your school? The time you have for sports and games? The opportunity to work and earn money, to spend that money for the things you want. The free time to stop for a hamburger and malt. Do you value the opportunity to plan your future? To look forward to more education and to the kind of work you want to do? Do you value the right to stand up for your rights? To doubt what you read and hear? To wonder about the policies of our government? Yes, even to complain about your lot. Think about it. Think of the rights and opportunities you value. For the American way of life is a life of rights and freedoms. Freedom of religion. Freedom of the press and of speech. Freedom from unreasonable, unwarranted arrest. Freedom to choose the work you want to do. The rights of property. The right and the responsibility of taking part in the affairs of government. Yes, our way of life is based on this great idea that government is the servant of the people. Our history is the history of that idea. For generations we have worked, fought, struggled to preserve the idea that government is the servant of the people. That same struggle is still going on today. The ancient foe is tyranny, and tyranny lives today. Tyranny decrees that government is the master of the people. Under tyranny, who has the right to plan his future? Who has freedom of speech? Protection against unwarranted arrest? The rights of property? The right to take part in the affairs of government? Tyranny lives by destroying freedom. And the modern name of this ancient foe is communism. Look at the land of communism. Look at the total land mass under communist control, a tremendous area where live more than 1/4 of the people of the world. From this nerve center operates the tyranny called communism. This tyranny has become aggressive. It has seized neighboring territory by simply overrunning some, by undermining another, causing internal collapse. Elsewhere, it has blockaded commerce and industry, attempting to conquer by starvation. It has interfered with free elections by rioting and propaganda. It has incited guerrilla warfare to bring on revolution. All these methods engineered by the communists. And finally, direct military action. Yes, communism has been aggressive, extending its tyranny over free people, directly and indirectly threatening our own freedom. Our own freedom? Look at the world from the north. This is the land of communist tyranny. Along its frontier, any people, any nation may be in danger. The next aggression may come from any point along this line. Yes, even here. Do you see how aggressive communism threatens our freedom? Well then, what are we doing about it? How is freedom meeting the challenge of communist tyranny? To begin with, we are working through the United Nations and through other international agencies toward honorable adjustment of our differences for a peaceful world. Negotiations are not easy, but we are making constant efforts. And we have served notice that aggression will not be tolerated. The Berlin airlift was our answer to the communist blockade. Aggression was defeated. In Italy, we helped the government remain free through economic aid and propaganda. In Greece, we gave direct material aid and helped end the communist-inspired revolt. In Korea, together with other free peoples working through the United Nations, we met the military aggression of communism. Throughout the world, we are broadcasting the message of freedom and democracy to all who will listen. We are helping less fortunate countries to help themselves, and always, ever, we are seeking peaceful settlements. Yes, we are doing many things about our problem, the world's problem. Someday we will find a more permanent road to peace. Success today, however, depends upon statesmen, backed by economic and military might. By building a mighty military establishment, we improve our chances for peace, and we can protect ourselves in war. By building a force of well-informed, free citizens, we can protect and extend our freedoms. How are we building that force? Look, we're calling men from all walks of life by as fair and democratic a system as we know. Men to be trained, young men whose training will still be of use for some time to come. Men with a sound basic education. Young men to work, and if necessary, fight for the rights and benefits of freedom. We need young women, too, women in many different jobs. While young people serve in the armed forces, others of all ages will serve in factories and on farms. They will support the common effort by buying defense bonds and by paying taxes. But above all, we are calling young men. Not all will be needed in combat. The great majority will serve in other important jobs, other positions on the complex military team. But the need is great, and the need will involve you. That's what it's all about. It's about you and the things you value. Your service is needed to protect your family, your friends, your nation, your freedom, and your rights. To build a better world to live in. That's what it's all about.